Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda if you are new here. If not, welcome back. Thank you for clicking on this video. For today, I'm going to be showing you my weekly WW Freestyle meal prep for the week. I'm going to be making a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner. So I hope you guys are excited. I hope you enjoy these recipes. Make sure to check the description box below. That is where I leave the serving size, the smart points, and the ingredients, how to make it. I write it all out for you in the description box, and I will have a blog post of all the recipes on my new website, which is also linked down below. So make sure you just check the description box for all the good info on these recipes. Okay, if you guys are ready, let's just jump into the video. Make sure to give this video a like if you enjoy it, subscribe if you're not, and let's just get right into cooking. Alright guys, for breakfast I'm going to be making these little ham and cheese egg cups. So what you'll need is, I have two cupcake tins here, and then you'll need obviously some eggs, a choice of your ham. I'm using just the Natural Choice Honey Deli ham, and then you'll need some fat-free cheddar cheese. I'm using the Great Value mild cheddar fat-free cheese, and then just a bowl to mix it in, and then some salt and pepper. That is it. It's a very easy recipe, super simple. So I'm going to show you what to do next. We're going to crack 6 eggs into a bowl.
Since I've been too young, that lean baby girl, I've been popping, I've been rolling. Since I was 17, I've been geeking on that water.
Next, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of almond milk. This is unsweetened almond milk. So we just need 1/4 of that. I forgot to show that in the beginning. Sorry, it was in the fridge. I kind of forgot. Alright, next I'm going to cut up 4 slices of ham I have here. I'm just going to cut them into dices. And I'm just going to use scissors for this. So I cut them in like little slices like this, and then cut them into small little dices.
Want your number? I'll call you back if that head right, baby. I won't love you, I can't love you.
Next, I'm going to take 1 cup of the fat-free cheese, and I'm going to add about half into here, and then save the other half for the top. I need some black pepper, a little bit of salt. I'm using some sea salt. And then just mix that up.
Woke up in the kitchen, say that I'll take this shit up and out, baby. Drunk in love. Whipping up.
Okay, now I'm going to add some cheese on top that I had left over. And you could totally make more, you guys. You could do 10 eggs and probably make a lot more than what I am. But I have limited space. I'm only going to be making 10 for the week, and then I'll be having it with like a side of fruit or toast. So I'm only going to do 10, but feel free to double this recipe if you want. Okay, now that these are done, I'm going to go ahead and pop them in the oven. Before I do that, I'm going to put a little bit of pepper on them because I love pepper. I'm going to go pop these into the oven. Okay, the egg and ham and cheese muffins are done, so they have cooled off for a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and pop them into a container so I can pop them into the fridge and store them there. Okay, here they are. They look so good. They smell so good. I seriously love egg little muffin things like this. They're so easy to make and they're just so good. They're like little egg bites. I guess that's what I should call them. Ham and cheese egg bites. There you go. I'm going to pop the lid on and store it in the fridge, and then I just heat them up once I want them for the next day for breakfast. Okay, for the next recipe for lunch, I'm going to be making falafels, baked falafels. So what you'll need is some kind of food processor, a little bit of flour. I have a can of chickpeas. I have an onion. I have half of this onion and another one because I don't know how much I'll need. Garlic, lemon, cilantro, and parsley. And then for seasonings, this is totally optional. Usually people use like cumin or cayenne. I have neither of those and I really don't like cumin. So I'm going to just be using salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder, a little tiny bit of crushed red pepper because I like things really hot. But you can eliminate that if you don't like spice. Please don't add that. And then I'm just going to be using, instead of cumin and cayenne, I'm going to use roasted garlic and herb. That's just my preference. So that is what I'm using. I'm going to go ahead and chop my veggies and drain my chickpeas, and I will be right back. I do have a pretty small food processor, so I have to kind of do this in parts. So I'm going to do the chickpeas first. If you have a bigger food processor, then you don't really have to do this, but mine's pretty small. So I'm going to add the 1 can of chickpeas into the food processor. And then I'm going to add my spices, and I'm not measuring. I'm just going to kind of add what I feel is right. I'm just going to add a pinch of that. I'm going to add some black pepper. A little bit of sea salt. Onion powder. I like onion powder. And garlic powder. I am only using 1 can, so I'm only probably going to add like 3 garlic cloves to this because I just love garlic so much. These are pretty big. So I'm going to add 1 more. I think that's good. And I'm pretty much adding what I can fit in here. I might be able to fit everything. I didn't think I was going to be able to. I'm going to add some parsley. Just like a couple bunches of parsley. This is fresh parsley. Just going to add. You can always add more. I love cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, of course, eliminate the cilantro. I know not everyone likes it. Alright. Last, I'm going to go ahead and put the lemon juice.
They say Mike's about to blow though. Tell me something that I don't know. With the crowd bouncing like bogles. You can come on the tour bus, just please no photos. But they're all like Somo. Cause we be going off on the off nights. Cause I've been on.
We're going to go ahead and add the flour. There's 1 tablespoon, 2. This just helps combine it and make it to where it doesn't fall apart. 3, 4, and 5. I know this sounds kind of crazy putting flour in a falafel, but it definitely helps. Trust me.
Every single song I put my pin on now. They don't know, or maybe they starting to. Cause I work so hard that it's hard to lose. Top spot, I'm taking that face to face.
Alright, we're going to empty the mixture out into a bowl. Alright, there we go. Now we have a baking sheet here lined with parchment paper.
Got a bottle in my hand, I'm facing that. Cause if winning is a habit, then I've been an addict. Every night it's cinematic. When you roll with us, and we won't live forever. But I will remember when I met you in the summer. And I came to your town. We fell in love. And we burned it to the ground.
Next, you're going to go ahead and spray it with whatever spray you prefer. Just spray the top. And then you will flip these over and spray the other side and let them cook again halfway through. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these into the oven. Alright, you guys, here are the baked falafels. I feel like they turned out pretty well. I wish I would have added a little bit more parsley to make them more green, but other than that, they look great. I like that they turned out very firm and crispy. This is what they look like. And I love falafels so much, so I will have this with a big bed of greens with some dressing and some tomatoes. Make sure you're following me on Instagram because that's where I post most of my food photos. So there we go. This is the dressing I got for the falafels. This is the Bolt House cilantro avocado yogurt dressing. I think you can have 2 tablespoons for 2 Smart Points. So I'll have that with the falafels, some tomatoes, cucumber, parsley on a bed of lettuce. And there will be my lunch. So again, make sure you're following me on Instagram so you guys can see photos of it. And then also I'll be doing a what I eat in a day meal prep edition so you guys can see how I reheat everything and how everything looks and how it all turns out. So make sure you stay tuned for that what I eat in a day. Okay guys, next I'm going to be making a mushroom and parsley pasta. This is a vegetarian dish. If you wanted to add some protein like some chicken or some steak, shrimp, feel free to, but I'm just going to eliminate that and do a vegetarian dish. So what you'll need is obviously some baby Bella mushrooms. I have a whole pack. I'm going to be using some parsley, fresh parsley, an onion, garlic, lots of garlic. You'll need some cheese. I'm using some Parmesan cheese. This is not light, not fat-free, just the real thing. Yeah. But if you wanted to op it out and use a light parm, you totally could. I'm going to be doing I Can't Believe It's Not Butter, and my favorite spaghetti, Protein Plus Barilla spaghetti pasta. It's made with 100% plant-based ingredients, and I love this pasta so much. I've showed it before with a different packaging. This is the new and improved packaging that they're doing, but it's the same kind of, it's the same exact brand and pasta. So I will be using that. And let's just start chopping away. Let's start getting our mushrooms cleaned and chopped, our parsley, garlic, and onions. So I'm going to go ahead and wash my mushrooms and be right back. I'm going to take the part of the mushroom, like the stalk, out. Alright, next I'm going to cut my mushrooms in long slices. I'm going to make them on, a little bit of the thicker side so that they stay pretty big and full throughout the processing of cooking. I like them not too soggy. I cut up the garlic, onion, and parsley and mushroom.
And we could be together, baby. But I gotta leave soon. Everybody's listening now.
Alright guys, I have drained the pasta and it's sitting over here cooling off. And then in this pan right here, I'm going to go ahead and melt 1 tablespoon out of 3 tablespoons. We're going to be using 3 tablespoons total. I'm going to go ahead and use 1 to put in the pan. I go ahead and cook our garlic and onions and this 1 tablespoon of butter. We'll get that cooking first, and then I will show you what to do after that. So go ahead and pop your garlic and your onions in here. Along with the butter, we're going to spray it just a little bit with canola oil, just like on the top. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and let this cook. It's probably going to take around 3 to 4 minutes. Now I'm going to add the 2 tablespoons of butter, the remainder. So add that to the pan, and then add your mushrooms. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my seasonings. So I'm going to start with some black pepper.
We got nothing to lose. When I met you in the summer.
And a pinch of red pepper chili flakes. Or actually, they're crushed red pepper flakes. I'm going to go ahead and add that. You're just going to let the mushrooms cook down a little bit with that butter. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and add the pasta into here. Okay, now go ahead and add your pasta. Kind of just mix it all together. Alright, now for the best part, go ahead and add your 1/3 cup of cheese. Just going to add it all into here. Turn it down on low, like 3. And then just toss the cheese to get everything kind of coated well together. I'm just going to add a little sprinkle to the top because a lot of the cheese gets stuck to the tongs. So add just a little cheese on top. And then last, add some fresh parsley to the top. Okay, and it is done. That didn't take very much time at all, and it looks so, so good. It's buttery, it's cheesy, it has mushrooms, a little bit of kick with the red pepper, and then a parsley on top. Gives it a nice kick too. So good. Alright guys, here is the pasta. It made 5 servings. 1 cup is 1 serving. And I am probably going to be the only one eating this, so I feel like if I get 5 servings out of this, I feel like that's pretty good. So you could, of course, double this if you need to, but this is what I have going on. But it looks so good. Doesn't that look so delicious? So you can still have pasta on WW. This is going to be so good. I'll probably have this with like a salad, so I'm not really going to prep the salad. I can make my salads pretty fast. I do already have some lettuce prepped, so that's probably what I'll be having with this yummy, yummy dinner. Pop the lids on and put in the fridge. Alright guys, that is it for this video. Everything turned out so good. Thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.